Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bracket About Nothing Street Fighter 6 Beginner Bracket. I'm Salte Boy, joined here by Cinda, and we're going to be presenting you some nice Street Fighter 6 action. And what are you excited for going into this bracket?
It's gonna be interesting seeing how these players deal with their specific matchups that they might be struggling with.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's one of the most interesting things about these kind of brackets at this lower skill level. You kind of like see the different tactics that might not be as optimal, but kind of like sheds like a different light onto the character as opposed to top level players who have like optimized everything. So you can get like a different outlook and kind of like experiment a lot more with brackets like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be also interesting to see how quickly some of these players can adapt to strategies that might at first kind of keep them locked out. Like, for example, like drive rush on round start into a grab to start Oki. Stuff like that.
I really like too that you brought up adaptation too, because I think Street Fighter 6, I say this all the time, but it really is like such a important thing to say when talking about this game, I feel, because Street Fighter 6 is a game all about adaptation. You're given all of your meter at the start with the drive gauge system, and so you have to constantly adapt to how the other player uses that drive gauge. Are they really heavy on spending that drive gauge? Do they go into burnout often? Do they like to conserve it a lot more? And it's really interesting to see like that kind of back and forth between the two players as they use their drive gauge and interact with each other like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but looks like we have our two players in the room, I think. Yep, Knight Light versus Candidate. We have a 17-player bracket here today, so it's going to be a bit of a smaller one, but nothing wrong with that, right? It's just really cool to see that, hey, 17 people showed up to play Street Fighter 6 today, and I'm all about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but looks like the two players are waiting for their go. But Kimberly versus Chun-Li. How do you feel about this?
I'm not entirely sure. I know that Kimberly can pull out some interesting stuff when it comes to neutral, especially with some of her like drive. What is it? I forget the term for it. I believe like EX. Where's the EX?
Overdrive?
Yeah, overdrive. With some of her overdrive options, like her. It's on the tip of my tongue. Like her. I want to say it's like her. Teleport's one of them. Teleport's definitely one of them. It can catch them off guard potentially, and make the goal of punishing a bit easier to do, especially at longer ranges. But I gotta look this up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I think these two characters actually are pretty similar in playstyle. I feel both very fast characters, very fast walk speed. You're gonna be seeing a lot of shimmying, just a lot of walking around, moving in and out of each other's optimal ranges. So that's gonna be really interesting to see like who can play that neutral a lot better with their larger buttons. And also they both have projectiles, but I think one thing that sets Kimberly apart is that she can bait out projectiles a lot easier than Chun-Li can with the elbow drop, with the teleport, really catching the other player off guard and taking advantage of their, I guess, overextensions in neutral. But I was just talking about that. It looks like it's not going to be Kimberly. It looks like the actual candidate is here in the room. I always get mixed up because people always change their names to not represent their bracket name when they're actually playing in the tournament. But it looks like we got Jamie versus Chun-Li. Going to be a very different type of matchup, as I was just talking about. Jamie is going to focus a lot more on trying to get those drinks, trying to get those early knockdowns so he can really get set up. Because, when he gets level 4, and even when he just like starts gaining levels, he gains more moves, he gains different frame advantages, and it lets him play the game like neutral, combos, damage so much better.
Exactly, but it's all about maintaining that level. So we're gonna have to see if they will be able to get up there and snowball once they get to their win condition. If they aren't able to, then what's the point?
Yeah, let me tell you, Jamie level 4 drink is scary. Max level drink is probably one of the strongest characters in the game. It's just all about getting to that point.
Exactly.
Right. Playing a little bit patient. Oh, we're getting a hand slap in. Not going to take any drinks with that knockdown. Now we're just back to playing usual. Here's a knockdown, and we got one drink on deck. Another drink. Yep.
We're getting there.
And one thing I want to point out about level 2 Drink Jamie is that Jamie gets access to anti-fireball tools. And, you know, Chun-Li has a fireball. So it's going to let him get around those moves a lot better.
Ooh, there's a DP bait.
Counter with that DP bait.
And playing very patiently, trying to find the opening necessary to get the knockdown.
Nice punish from Nightlight. That will be a punish counter too, so it's going to drain a bit of drive gauge. And both of these players not really using much of their drive gauge, as we were talking about with adaptation before. I think both of these players are definitely adapting to how each other uses it because they're not really using it that much, so they kind of know what to expect. But also, maybe not expect it entirely, like that kind of stuff right there with that drive rush coming out.
Pickup Super will be able to get enough damage in for the fireball to kill.
Rounds are even up in the first match. Do remember it is a first to 2, so these games are a lot more important than if you're used to a game like Guilty Gear Strive. I know Band plays a lot, though. Nice throw from Candidate in the corner. This is going to start the 50-50s. Nightlight mashing out the drive impact, not going punished. This counter hit, but no conversion. And what a jump in from Nightlight. Going to get another drink meter off of this.
We're at level 2 now. This is the part where Jamie starts to get a little bit scary.
Also, both these players with level 3 as well. That is also super scary. The drive impact is not going to connect. It will connect on block. That's not going to get any reward.
Trading block drive impacts a little bit. Now we're back into scramble.
So we're seeing, speaking of scramble, we're seeing a lot of drive impacts come out. We're starting to see the drive rush and drive gauge being used a lot more often. And there we go. Nightlight taking the first game over Candidate, putting themselves on set point.
Yeah, we got to see if Jamie is going to be able to get the momentum back in their favor. Just a grab. Here comes.
Lots of small hits coming in from both these players. Not really going into too many combos, but the fact that someone like Nightlight right here is winning so many interactions is really starting to add up as we see that much bigger life lead over Candidate.
Indeed, there's a knockdown. We'll be trying to go for a bit of a mix. With grab goes unpunished.
Alright. Jump in,
it's the grab.
And there's the super coming out. It will be
He's gonna block it.
By Candidate, but the conversion's not there.
Does get the jump in though. We'll take the round. That
was
could have been
close for comfort though.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous for Jamie. Yard.
Drive impact, that will, oh no it won't. That's a little too far from the wall to wall splat, but now Candidate's going to have to be the one to be scared of a wall splat now that he's backed up into the corner.
Yep, and there it is.
There's a wall splat coming.
Doesn't get a full conversion off it though, only a little bit of a hit. Oh, that. He's going to be able to get it out of the corner.
On a hit into a combo into the super. There we go. I like that conversion. A good bit of damage on deck, and also going to drain drive gauge as well. Going to limit Nightlight's options.
In the corner now, wall splat is on the table.
One more hit should be able to do it, but the DP coming out. Nightlight putting themselves into burnout just to escape that situation. Oh, this is looking really scary. You can get chipped out in this kind of situation.
And there we go.
For the overhead, but Jamie handed it, punishing it on reaction. I like what I'm seeing here as now we have an even game, even set 1-1 between these two players.
Exactly, winner take all right at this point.
seeing a lot of sweeps coming out from Nightlight, especially at these close distances. I want to see Candidate punish those a lot more because you can actually punish a sweep if you block their sweep. So yeah, you really want to be like keeping an eye out on top of this, especially because of how often Nightlight uses it. The jump out from Nightlight, that's really good. And the air-to-air to keep Candidate in the corner. Get back down on the ground. The meaty drive impact, no conversion.
We'll grab them out of the corner though. Fortunately, that puts them in a bit of a disadvantaged position now that Jamie's getting some momentum going. Get blocked to DP once more. That kills.
Ooh, this is really scary now. Nightlight had the early advantage, and now Candidate is making it back and really calling out these DPs a lot more often as well. We saw that Nightlight got a really good one in the last game, but do realize out of the 3 they use in this set, two of them have been baited out.
Exactly. Baiting out the grab, not able to punish though.
Throw it into the corner. This is the start of something with a jump out from Candidate, punishing the Heikoken, the fireball. Are we going to see a level 3? Yes, we will. This should be enough to kill, I want to say, but I don't want to speak too soon. The super will speak for itself.
It's not. Barely. Anything kills here though, just like that. After a bit of a rocky start, Candidate will be taking the round, or taking the match. Moving on through winners.
Yeah, taking that set, kind of like really made that comeback. It was looking a bit grim at the start. Nightlight was really controlling a lot of the space, a lot of the neutral, and winning so many interactions against Candidate. But I guess Candidate really saw how to take advantage of Nightlight's mishaps and was able to bring it all the way back, taking 2 games in a row just like that. But now I think we're moving on to the next set. Looks like, who do we have up right here?
I believe it is DJ versus Kimberly. Might be.
Might just be Duck Lennon versus Alabaster Slim. We were just talking about Alabaster Slim with that Kimberly. That is a Honda. I had to like stare closer to my screen. I couldn't see him entirely back there. But yeah, we have a Kimberly versus Honda, 2 super aggressive characters. I can't wait to see what these 2 players bring to the table. And if it's anything like that last set that we just watched, I think we're in for a fun time.
Indeed.
Watching that Tatsumaki just load in the corner. Both of these players with their outfit 3s as well. I love that they're rocking them. I love Kimberly's, and Honda's is just perfect. And there we go. Already off to a strong start for Alabaster Slim. One thing I want to note right now about Alabaster Slim is that Alabaster is playing modern Kimberly. So what to expect from modern is that you're going to be seeing tighter reactions, such as 1-button supers, 1-button specials. And so you really want to tighten up your gameplay against a character, against Alabaster. And wow, Alabaster's just running a train on top of Duck Lennon right now, not getting touched except for that very start of the round. Looking incredibly strong as they just jailed Duck Lennon in the corner like that.
Yep, there's a drive impact. We'll be getting the walls flat for a little bit of a conversion. More importantly, we will be seeing another wall splat actually. But this is the start of Kimberly's pressure once more. We'll be able to drive impact out though.
Oh, doesn't get the full conversion, unfortunately. Tries to drive impact in, not eating any moves. And it looks like Duck Lennon is really taking it back right now. The teleport in with the level 3, that was really gutsy from Alabaster Slim coming out right there. I wonder what exactly they're trying to call out at that moment. But Duck Lennon holding their ground, holding block, and reacting appropriately with a strong punish as we're evening up the rounds here in game 1. But I want to note that Alabaster Slim did use that level 3 in the last round, so that does give them a little buff from that level 3 because Kimberly's level 3 gives her faster walk speed actually after it's used. And that's what that music symbol is around her head. The sound waves coming out, jamming to your own beat, but you cannot
There's the drive impact again.
When a drive impact is coming in raw like that while you're in burnout, going into level 3. This won't be enough to kill, but now Alabaster Slim should be in the corner and very low on life.
Yep, any hit will kill here, including a jab. So just like that.
Yeah, you called it right there. The jab coming out, Honda giving them just the tiniest of slaps and securing that game. One game up, 1-0 for Duck Lennon, and the immediate drive impact punish counter coming from Alabaster. Get in the corner. Where this is going to be your new home.
Yep, looking an awful lot, looking awfully similar to our round 1 of last game with Alabaster getting Honda in the corner very quickly and immediately just running pressure to take the round, but it seems like it will be actually just a carbon copy of what we saw previously. So it's going to be interesting to see if Stone is going to be able to adapt like they did previously.
Coming in, matches out the drive impact. That was really good.
It's a drive impact of their own for the burnout.
Alabaster in burnout against a Honda. That is not a situation you want to ever be in. Okay, that's going to beat out the teleport entirely, and these headbutts coming in clutch.
There's a drive impact once more, and the kills.
Duck Lennon's just like, stop pressing buttons. What do you think you're doing?
Gotta be patient sometimes. Just gotta hold block. Just there's that drive impact once more. Will be taking us to the corner.
Oh, the super level 3. This will beat out the drive impact. And going to put some good damage on the table for Alabaster, and also recharge that drive gauge, because Alabaster was super low on drive gauge before. Now they're fully recharged. What a size swap! I didn't expect that to happen. The block on the super. Now you're.
And now here's the mix again. Guess for game right now. Put themselves into burnout. Oh, but the spray can. Call that one a Chekhov's gun. Sitting there, allowing Kimberly to get out and resulting in the kill.
Another round start drive impact coming from Alabaster. Alabaster going for a lot of these hard callouts, and just out talking about that, Doug Lennon with the hard callouts too, with these jabs, really putting in work, and these drive impacts also putting in a lot of work. Alabaster really likes to use their drive gauge often, so these drive impacts are really doing a lot of damage to Alabaster, really pushing Alabaster over the edge and into burnout.
Exactly. Back in the corner. It's time for mix. We'll be able to get out though.
Oh, punish counter tries to go for a throw, interestingly enough. Oh, the headbutt will clash with the drive rush. That's really
We're back in burnout. Oh, tries to go for the teleport grab, barely out of range.
Sumo Smash coming out. I think that's the first Sumo Smash we've seen so far, which is kind of surprising just because of how strong of an option Sumo Smash is, especially at this level of play. Man grab, get back down on the ground, and you gotta stop pressing buttons like this, Duck Len, or Alabaster's going to keep tacking on this damage. It's not a lot with every combo, but there's so many combos, it's really going to make you hurt after a while. The punish into the level 3 immediately, not enough to kill. But this does put Duck Lennon into a really favorable position, because remember, they have one game up already, and they are on set point.
And they will take it just like that. Moving on through the bracket.
Duck Lennon representing the Hawaiian shirt Honda and winning their first round on stream with it. I love that skin, by the way. I think they've added a lot of really cool outfits in this game, and like with this past update, and I kind of hope with this match coming up that we see a Ryu outfit 3. I love Ryu outfit 3. Got like the little towel cap on top. Really cool.
Exactly.
Kind of got like that goofy Ryu energy that I like to see. But we'll see. Did you pay Capcom enough money to grant access to your outfit 3? We will see.
Whether you're swiped or not will be on display to the world.
You know, also, I also really want, speaking of outfit 3s, I really want to see more lilies. because Lily's Alpha 3 is really good, I think. I think that's one of the best ones. But man, Lily needs help.
Yeah. We will not be seeing that for this matchup, though, because we will be having DJ versus Ryu here.
Yeah, and you were just talking about the DJ before, so you kind of called it with this round, with this set versus Dexal and Black Yoshi. Dexal on the Ryu, Black Yoshi on DJ. Do you have the rhythm? Oh, we got outfit 3 for DJ.
Yo,
I love
yep.
this skin, the disco outfit skin. Oh, it looks so good.
Indeed it does. Unfortunately, no Alpha 3 Ryu.
You know, Dexal is Alpha 3 in spirit. Got the little white headband imitating the cowl.
And good use of these sonic booms.
And there we go, the crouching medium kick.
Perfect parry into the grab. We'll be able to DP out.
Tries to drive rush in, and Dexal going for these safe options like the parry. Going to get punished that time around though. There's the air to air into the throat, a classic, a Street Fighter classic if I say so myself. The DP.
Raw jackknife will be getting punished.
I wonder if that was on purpose from Black Yoshi. I wonder if Black Yoshi might have missed input, trying to go for maybe like a fireball instead of the jackknife. Actually, maybe not. I'm not too sure.
It might have been an attempt at the light version of it rather than the heavy.
True, it could be.
We'll be able to jump over the... Oh! Not able to get a full... Grabbed out of the drive impact into the corner.
I love how Dexal is so on top of that.
We'll be able to DP out once more. Do a grab.
Intro coming in so fast. You
got blocked it!
Now getting blocked.
Not going to be able to get a full conversion.
Dexal getting their drive gauge back at the right time. However, it is not enough as Black Yoshi is taking that round, and we're even up in rounds yet again. It always feels like these sets have, or at least so far, these sets have been really even with these players, and that's what I'd like to see. Even sets, not sweeps.
There's the grab once more into the corner. We'll be able to jump out though.
And again, I just want to emphasize how good Dexal is at calling out like with his reactions. You know, we're seeing the jabs coming out to go for the anti-airs when he can't get it normally. We're seeing the raw critical art impacts, win and burnout. And we're seeing like level 3s come out against drive rushes as a reaction. You know what? Even if it didn't work, it's the idea behind it that is important.
Exactly. Prevents a good host of options that would normally be very threatening. While having massive reward behind it, especially with critical art being active.
Yeah, nice. Good idea to parry these projectiles so you don't drain your drive gauge and actually gain it back. But Dexal looking dangerously low on that drive gauge. Want to play it a bit more patient. And these air tears are doing a lot of work. Black Yoshi getting a hang of it though, noticing that every single time Dexal goes for an air tear, he's always going to throw afterwards. And there is a tech, showing that Black Yoshi understands that. Lots of
gonna be able to grab on wake up.
Wow, the Tatsunaki going to get a cross up, and there's the throw in the corner.
And baiting the DP, we'll be able to get a full conversion off this potentially. No.
And with level 3 on deck, though, I think one good combo will do it for Dexal. It's just about finding that one good combo. We're seeing a lot of these combos hit the drive rushes coming in. Fails the final bit of the combo. Now this is really scary. Level 3 coming out. Oh, looks like Black Yoshi had just enough time to block. I really thought that level 3 was going to hit.
I saw it happen in the previous round, I believe, where it came out, but unfortunately was blocked, so.
on the jackknife. But now getting donkey kicked into the corner. Now that's going to be an extra hard punish on the jackknife. Easy money for Dexel.
We'll be getting a good into the critical art.
This is going to do a lot. Yo, wake up, man. And suddenly the tables have shifted. Throw finishing it off. And no tech coming out. Lots of throws. That one was finally able to do it as we're evened up 1-1 yet again.
We're in a game 3 scenario.
Crouching media kick, drive rush, a throw.
We'll be able to get the jump in and the hard knockdown. Or soft knockdown at least.
There it is, coming in yet again. And you know what?
He's straight into the grab.
Will that connect? It will.
Ooh!
Ooh, it
the
really is
air.
coming a lot faster than I think Dexel or even I expect.
Anti-airing with the jackknife. We'll be able to get a good chunk of damage and then take him with a jab.
And there we go. Disco DJ partying it up. Black Yoshi on set point. And with some super mirror to spare as well. Got that level 1. And looks like they're going to be getting level 2 soon as well. We might see a level 3 towards the end of this match, depending on how long it goes for.
Oh.
No, it will not. Nice
Fireball breaking through.
Fireball.
Jackknife
conversion. Drive rush.
There's the DP getting blocked. We'll take the round off that. Game 3 match point.
But Black Yoshi with that level 3. DJ does so much damage.
Oh, another perfect parry. Of the set. Watch out for that grab.
Carry these. We're just playing it patient, waiting for their one opening, using these fireballs to poke from afar, and a lot of these parries coming out from Dexel. Dexel's like, hey, you know what? I'm cool with that. Give me that free meter.
Kill.
It is
To get in for the grab.
Coming out yet again. Dexel, you know, if it ain't broke, keep doing it. But now you want to be extra careful too, because doing that actually put him into burnout. Okay, no conversion.
We'll get up.
Oh no, this is really scary.
Oh, the shore, you taking it?
Oh my gosh, and that's not even invincible either. So it really just was a hard call, coming out so fast, and just really expecting him to press a button right there. What a play to finish off that set, coming from Dexel. And
We
looks
will
like
be
we have
having a Ryu in top 8 now.
Yeah, that's really exciting to see. I love. I think Ryu's a really fun character. I think Ryu's really cool, especially with like a lot of the stuff they added, like the dungeon charge. I think is really neat, and he has like a lot more conversions than he did in previous games, which is always cool. You know, Ryu, we're so used to like the basic stuff he does all the time. He never changes, but finally he did change in this game, and that's always exciting to see. Coming up, looks like we have one more game here in round 2 before we move on to top 8 with Sonic Kurosaki versus Rebix.
Indeed. It's going to be Cammy versus Luke.
There we go. Outfit 3, Cammy 2. I actually kind of like this outfit. I think people say that this outfit looks a lot blander than the other ones, but I think giving Cammy a coat looks cool. That's just my thing. You give
I agree.
character a big coat, and I like it. I'm a simple man.
It does look quite nice overall.
And speaking of outfits, you have Rebix here rocking the outfit 2 Luke. I think outfit 2 Luke is like probably top 5 favorite skins in this game. just because like I think it's a funny skin. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Rebix in the lead right now. Not going to kill with that overdrive. DP, yeah. Getting Hunter burnout from the spin knuckle, and burnout against Cammy is not going to be fun with how much more push he's going to be, but sticking out the little fist, crouching medium punch will secure Rebix that round. Old Faithful.
We'll be getting the drive impact here. Good chunk of damage.
Dangerously low on that drive gauge, so you want to be a lot more careful about spending it, using those fireballs to space out Cammy, using those anti-airs to keep her from jumping. But one thing you're gonna have to be careful when throwing out stuff like Sandblast is that spin knuckle. That projectile invincibility is really going to come into play, and we've seen it at multiple points too from Sonic Kurosaki.
Indeed. There's a grab once more.
Dang plus from that air move, connecting the sweep. One more hit. Smash out with the crouch medium punch, but no conversion off of it. Nice anti-air keeping Cammy at bay, but he can only keep her out for so long as that leg coming out, sweeping him from underneath. And now the rounds are evened up. The immediate dry combo into the dry rush, into the level 3, and that's a huge chunk of damage right off the bat. And I really like how you use level 3 so early as well, because that also gives him time to maybe charge up a level 1, a level 2 later in the match, in case he needs it for the invincibility, in case he needs it for the extra damage.
Exactly, and you really don't want to be starting your round off with that little health, or that much health gone, and only one conversion. Leaves you at a big disadvantage going forward, especially in the neutral.
And here we go, level 1 on deck, going to be used. What was I saying?
Exactly. Well, he's going to be able to get Cammy off him for a brief moment.
Coming down so close, drive rush, and Rebix. Game 1 taken. But if it's anything like the past 3 sets, maybe you could see a 1-1, an even up set going to the final game, final round maybe. But we will see.
Oh,
who's going to win?
Cammy will be winning out here. Get a good bit of a version there.
Crouch medium punch. So much work for Reddit. And Sonic with a really nice jump in conversion right there, putting Rebix at the last of their life, and that sweep is going to do it.
Indeed, it will.
But Rebix responding with a jump in of their own, providing, giving so much corner carry as well.
Oh, we'll get drive impacted here. Should send them into the corner.
It looks like Rebix is going to conserve their meter just a bit right here. Their super meter especially. Maybe trying to keep that super meter
out of the drive impact. We'll beat out the DP. And that takes it.
Final round in game 2. Rebix could easily take this, and we get a really strong start like that. Level 3.
Straight into the corner. Level 3 up for both players here.
It's like Rebix isn't entirely sure whether or not they should be spending level 3 in their combos, where exactly to spend it. Drive rush into the throw, going to catch Sonic off guard, but Sonic not phased, pushing Rebix back into the corner, sweeping him, getting that knockdown, and keeping him locked down. Oh no!
That takes it. Convincing 2-0 victory.
What an unfortunate drive impact coming out from Sonic Kurosaki, and I really like that. Rebix was so ready to jump that one too, and because they jumped it, it really just completely shifted the entire tide. At one point, it was looking really strong for Sonic because they had the corner, and then suddenly Rebix was completely in control. And one thing I want to note too is that I like how Rebix is going for the perfect timing for the Heat Knuckles. That's not really something you see super often, especially at this skill level, just because, like, a lot of people are not sure if they're able to get the perfect timings because it is a bit strict. It's not going to be perfect every single time. Even the top players mess up that timing all the time. But the fact that they're willing to go for it is always really cool to see.
Yeah. Indeed, it will be.
All right, I think we're going to go into top 8 next. Which match we're going to play first, I'm not too sure, but it looks like we have winners, semis, the very first matches for top 8 really starting to line up right here. Just to go over, we have Dexal versus Hiyori in game 1 of top 8 winner side, Revix versus Armaku and also in winner side, and then on loser side we have Black Yoshi and Candidate, and the last losers match has not been decided just yet. We've already seen Dexal, we've already seen Rebix, we've already seen Black Yoshi and Candidate, but we had not seen Hiyori and Armaku just yet. So I'm also excited to see what they bring to the table, and especially so because they are in top 8, they are good enough to get to this point.
Exactly. We will be able to see the potential of these players live on stream. See what they are able to pull up with to take grands potentially.
I think we're just waiting for Hiyori at this point. Hiyori actually a part of the Bracket About Nothing team. So it's cool to see a team member making it all the way up here in top 8. Even if it is a small bracket, I think the fact that you're able to make top 8 regardless is always impressive.
Okay, we will be taking a short break here. But when we come back to you... Oh, wait, no, we're... Yeah.
Look like we'll be taking a short break just before top 8 starts, just to make sure all the games are set up properly. So we'll see you back in 5 minutes. See you then. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bracket About Nothing Street Fighter 6 Beginner Bracket, as we're getting right into top 8 for Street Fighter 6. Just as I said before, I'm Salte Boy, and I have Cinda right next to me, just like normal, just like as before.
Exactly.
I think it's going to be a good one.
Indeed, it will be. We will be having a very interesting top 8 by the looks of it so far, with Dexel versus Hiyori, followed by Revix versus Armaku.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're definitely. Yeah, go ahead.
And then that will eventually filter out into our first of the winners, followed by Black Yoshi and Candidate, as well as our last remaining top 8ers, filtering out into our second half of Grands for a final climactic fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here we go. Rebix and Armaku coming up to the stand. We're gonna play this round, this set first. Rebix, we've already seen playing. Wait, why am I blinking out now?
Rebix was our Luke, I believe.
Luke, right? I don't know why I started blinking out. I know we just watched it.
We just watched it.
It's getting a bit late.
Yeah.
But no, it's all good. Yeah, Rebix on the Luke, Armaku representing the Ryu. We got 2 Ryus in top 8. That's super cool to see. And maybe, just maybe, I'm crossing my fingers, Armaku's running Outfit 3. I'm holding out.
A man can dream. And hopefully the stream will be real.
Mm-hmm.
We are now just waiting for Rebix to get on the stand so that we can proceed with this first round.
It looks like currently we're just waiting for Rebix to actually join the room. They're not in the room just yet, so we're just sitting here. We're just chilling.
Indeed. Finding a way to pass the time.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at the player list, right? Hiyori on Zangief. Can we just talk about that? We got Zangief in top 8.
We got a Zangief.
That's not something you see super often.
No, it is not. We got a Zangief. We got 2 Ryus. We got a Jamie.
Zangief versus Dexal's Ryu? That's going to be a treat for sure.
Indeed, it will. Now, there is our Cammy as well as Rebix, which means we should be seeing the start of our match any second now.
There we go. There's the man entering the room.
And while this match is getting underway, do not forget about the band merchandise that we do have. Always going to be a good idea to support what we're doing here so we can keep running our beginner brackets for Strive and Street Fighter 6, as well as funding our open tournaments for these games as well.
Mm-hmm. For sure, always. Yeah. Give support, give back to the community when you can. No one's forcing you though. Just if you have the change and you want to get something cool, go ahead and support the team and support the players that are bringing you these great matches here right now. As Rebix and Armaku are loading up. Unfortunately, Armaku not on Outfit 3. Sorry, I'm gonna have to root against you now. Just kidding. Love you, Armaku.
Yeah.
Playing Ryu.
We'll be trading projectiles here.
So Armaku, yeah, playing a bit more careful in this Fireball War because they know that Rebix has the much stronger Fireball. I mean, Sandblast, I wouldn't even qualify Sandblast as a projectile in some ways because it goes so fast. I just say it's like a laser. It just homes onto you.
Yeah, I would argue it's more of a hit scan projectile than it is a traditional projectile like Hadouken. Just because of how fast it goes.
Yeah, but just like a regular Fireball, it can get punished by jumping over it, just as Armaku represents the counter hits air to air, trying to use the EX Fireball to hopefully beat out a normal Sandblast. And now this is really bad. Yeah, no, that was not the best decision from Armaku right there, putting themselves into burnout with that little life because Rebix is Sandblast, as we were talking about earlier. It's like a hit scan projectile, goes so fast and can chip you out so easily, just as Rebix represents right there.
Yeah, I believe that they were attempting to call out a Sandblast, and if it did come out, then it would have beat it out and would have taken the round, but unfortunately they guessed wrong.
Oh, that's
we'll be getting the wall splat. Good conversion on it too. Gonna be getting out of the corner.
And there we go, punish counter, jump in into level 3. That's going to be so much damage. I think that's like, what, 60% of your life gone? Yeah, looks like it. Oh, jeez.
Just about around 50-60% gone.
Yeah, it's such a short combo too. You kind of forget how much damage Ryu does until he hits you like a truck and you're like, wait a minute, where did all this damage come from? Where did my life go?
There's that wall splat once more. This should just outright kill, I believe.
Yeah, I think it should. Give him a few punches into the face, into the ground, as Rebix takes the first game. And pretty resounding, I would say. Getting 2 rounds in a row, even if it did come close in that final round. But game 2, we're still on the first we're still on that first of 2 best of 3 format until finals. So you still want to be careful about making sure that you're adapting really fast to the other player and make the most out of these games.
Exactly. Gonna be in the corner now once more. Can we grab?
I love how Rebix is so willing just to wait there, wait to see what Armaku does and punishing appropriately. But this time Armaku's jump is going to end up working out. EX, are you gonna DP coming out? Busting out does not want to do with that anymore. Are we seeing a level 1? Yes, we will. I don't think it's enough to kill. Yeah, it's
nope,
not.
It's barely not. Oh, this might take it actually. Yep.
Wow.
Pixel Health Warrior will be able to get out of the corner and take the round.
Saw their opportunity and just ran with it. Punish counter, there we go. Runs right in. Keep that pressure on top of you. And Armaku's doing a lot of backing themselves up to the corner. And that's kind of, in some ways it does work, but the corner is very scary in a game like Street Fighter 6. And we've seen Rebix drive impact Armaku so much in the corner. But I think Armaku is also aware of that too. We're seeing a lot of these jumps, hopefully to bait out or drive impact, but I'm not too sure of how well it will work in the long run.
And so far we are pretty even.
Yeah,
now going into another game 3 scenario. Neither player has really been particularly dominating, so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be able to find their openings to start their snowball.
Air to air throw, taking a page out of Dexal's book right there, I see.
Indeed. Grab impact will be grabbed. Straight into the wall splat. It could blocking EXDP. This should just outright kill.
Yeah, that it will. Rebix got these combos on deck. Ain't dropping it today. Not now. Not when it's given to him like that.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're seeing a dungeon charge coming from Armaku. This kind of acts like as a pseudo EX fireball. So, but that drive, yeah.
Get a good conversion back into the corner. We'll grab him.
2 throws. 3 throws? No, we're going for a strike this time and actually calling out Armaku, trying to press something at that moment.
Any hit should kill here outright.
Armaku has to play so careful. You cannot make any mistakes right now. Are we seeing? No, we're not.
Oh, that should take it. Yep. Havoc's moving through. Top 8.
I can definitely tell the nerves getting to the players. Armaku definitely tried to go for like a donkey kick into like level 3 right there, but couldn't make it work out. Still though, Armaku, that was winner's sign, so Armaku will be going down to losers. We're not going to say goodbye to them just yet, but Revix moving on to winners finals, securing their spot up like very high in the bracket, like guaranteed third place by winning all your games right there. That's good to see Revix really representing the loop, representing what the character can do.
Indeed,
But now,
it's also
Hmm?
it's also worth noting that by making it all the way up to winners finals, that is going to be a, I believe, guaranteed graduation. If it's top 3 that graduate still.
No, not quite, because it's a bit of a smaller bracket today, so I don't think we're going to be graduating then, just because it's not the most players at the moment. So
that's true.
Feel free to keep playing, keep getting that tournament experience. And now Hiyori on that Zangief, the business suit Zangief too. This outfit is so cool. I love it. And Dexel on the Ryu, getting some really cool Denjin charge combos right there. But be careful getting too close to the grappler right now.
Yeah, because put themselves into burnout as well.
Yeah. And Hiyori really on that grappler mindset, right? Taking so many of Dexal's throws like it's nothing. It's like, you cannot, don't try to grapple me. I have been, I know the lifestyle. I know how this works.
You cannot teach me the books, for I have written them.
Exactly. Now Dexal, good start.
Ironically, we'll be taking that round 1 with a grab. Getting another grab off there.
The air SPT call out. The punish counter.
Another grab.
Oh no, we're gonna see another one.
Oh, there's the DP.
Blocked.
We'll be getting the round there in very convincing fashion.
Very clean. Got that one SPD, and that was all Hiyori needed. Inflicting that prime mental damage, and really just snowballing from there.
We'll get a good bit of damage here. Right in the air SPD once more. We'll put him into burnout.
Okay, yeah, DP, get out of the air. And stay in the corner. Nice jab to get the air anti-air. The level 3. Are you on the ground? You are on the ground. I think that's enough.
It's, be
Wait, it's not hard, is it?
It is okay, not.
No.
We'll barely leave him alive, though. Any hit touch will kill. Just like that.
Give him the little slap throat chop.
An interesting hard call-out option going into the critical art. Alpha block, too.
Got the Zangief theme rocking as well, but just as that theme is rocking, Dexal is throwing those Ryu combos instead.
Indeed. Oh, there's the SPD. So it begins.
Or
we'll be able to DP out, though.
Okay, just a regular throw, just to get him into the corner, get that positional
it's
advantage.
Super.
I like what I'm seeing. SPT to finish off. No, fails conversion at the very end, but still Dexal's in burnout, and the little stomp yet again is going to do it.
Yep, checking the toes.
I think it can be a bit deceptive too, because I think Dexal was just unsure of the frame advantage as well, because blocking moves gives you more block stun in burnout as well, so probably wasn't calculating that properly. And Hiyori having a really good lead.
Good conversion. Won't get DP'd though. Dexal putting themselves into burnout. Straight into the critical art. Well, not critical art. Level 3 will be able to kill 100%.
Yeah, and with no rounds after that as well, Hiyori can just freely spend that level 3 and let it run and get that game up. Man, you dare be on the ground? How dare you walk? How dare you walk? How dare you press a button in front of Zangief? It doesn't work like that. Hiyori securing themselves winners final spot versus Rebix. So Luke versus Zangief. Luke, arguably one of the strongest characters in this game, and Zangief on that opposite end. So it'll be interesting to see what how these two players tackle this specific matchup come winners finals. But before we get there, we're gonna go hop down right into losers with Black Yoshi and Candidate as our very first match. For the second round of losers top 8, we have Sonic Kurosaki and Duck Lennon set up. After we let those first matches play out, let those first sets play out, they were able to get set up right there. So we got our top 8 settled down. It's just a matter of who's staying in and who's getting kicked out of the bracket tonight.
Exactly. Who's going to get their last attempt at taking it all for the bracket reset?
And speaking of last attempts, now that we're in losers, this is last attempts. You have no safety net. You don't have the safety net of losing a game in winners. You have to win it or you're out of the tournament.
Indeed. You got to take what you've learned so far from your previous matches and put it to full use here, unless you want to run it back.
Here we go. Candidate representing Canada. You don't see Canada players that often, but they are part of North America. Don't forget. Representing the country against all of these U.S. players. Wow, Black Yoshi. An unfortunate jackknife and another unfortunate jackknife for Candidate, not ready to convert off of that hit, off that punish. Looking really good. The throw shimmy, but doesn't get the strike punish. Jackknife just coming out from Black Yoshi. They're really not working as intended. And Canda's doing a much better job than I think a lot of the other players I've seen so far at punishing those. I love that throw, by the way. He just climbs up on top of you and just kicks your face down. It's so creative. I like it. Another throw, drive rush plus frames, tries to go for another throw again, but Candidate has had enough, jumping out once out of the corner, but Black Yoshi with these anti-airs is just keeping him locked in, keeping him jailed.
Yep. Doing a very good job at keeping Jamie in check, although not so much at this present moment.
Candidate spending level 3. They kind of have to at this point too, because they're so low life. They need this comeback at this point.
And it's a very big come up for them right now. Be able to get the drink level 3. Any touch should kill here, just like that. Oh no! Oh, the trade!
If Black Yoshi just had a little bit less health, we could have saw like a double KO. But regardless, we have a second game coming up, and Candidate looking really strong despite the loss. Despite that first loss. Drive rush in.
Getting a lot of damage here. Into the drive impact will connect.
Yeah, these drive rush throws. Really putting in a lot of work for these players.
Getting a lot of damage in here on these conversions. We'll be able to jump the grab.
Getting a little
Another grab. Oh! Not going to be able to kill off that, unfortunately. Oh, the double KO!
Oh man, just as I said, the double KO before. We're seeing another one right here, and immediately we are put into a set point situation for Black Yoshi.
Oh, we'll be able to jump the drive impact. Oh, he's feeling it, man.
Level 3. Oh, misses the
Not gonna be able to get a
machine
full.
gun upper.
Yeah, we'll not be able to get a full conversion off it, taking more damage out of that situation than preferable. And the DP will get baited. No punish though.
Oh man, it's coming down so close to tech. Players have each other's habits downloaded at this point. Gets another cheeky drink in. Level 2. Tries to jump in. Black Yoshi a couple of these reactions. A throw. Are we going to see another throw come in? Drive rush. Oh, so way to bait out the drive impact. But again, no punish. And now Black Yoshi put into burnout.
We'll be on the anti-air for the kill.
Moving on. Man, what are the odds of having a double KO and having another game that almost was a double KO? We could have potentially saw 2 double KOs in a single set. That's kind of crazy to me. But either way, yeah, Black Yoshi, despite it all, despite it coming down so close, is going to be moving on into losers quarters where they will be facing off against Armaku to decide who moves forward. But before we get to that, Sonic Kurosaki and Doug Lennon are up to the table.
Indeed, we will be seeing our Cammy versus Ryu. That's it.
I believe it's Honda, right?
Yeah, Honda. That's right. Cammy versus Honda for this next matchup.
I'm honestly not too sure how I feel about that one. Yeah, I'm really not too sure how I feel about it. It is a very interesting one and a very interesting matchup that you don't really see too often.
Indeed. I can't really comment on it per se, but it certainly will be interesting.
Just in the waiting room at the moment, staring at waiting for the battle to begin. And man, while we're waiting here, I just kind of want to, take in the UI for Street Fighter 6. What a clean UI that we have here. I feel like UIs often go underappreciated in today's space, but this one is very clean. I like the neon colors, and like the purple, red, blue, like kind of neon light, graffiti aesthetic. Really cool.
Yeah, it's very simplistic, but at the same time very stylized. It knows the general idea of what it's going for, and it doesn't do it overly hard, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Well, while we are still waiting, I know that we said it a little bit before, but again, go support the merch for the band team. Support the team so that they can keep making and keep bringing these beginner brackets to you, not just for Street Fighter, but also for Guilty Gear and any other game they plan to run in the future. And as well as with these tournaments, giving away to support the players as well, giving back to the community. But looks like we got our game coming up set as Sonic Kurosaki, and you got Doug Lennon going crazy on the faces right there. I love the excitement, the energy. If you don't make a face in the opening screen, then I'm sorry, I'm rooting against you.
Yeah, why are you playing? Are you just playing Street Fighter 6, correct? If you're not making faces at the start of the round. Either way, we'll be starting pressure out quite strongly.
It looks like Sonic is playing a single-player game right now.
Indeed. Might be seeing a perfect here, potentially? No, never mind. That's what we call the commentator's curse. Only able to get his own pressure going currently. Into the grab once more. We'll be jumping it. Fool me once, shame on you.
lots of punish counters coming out from Sonic punishing Duck Lennon. So Duck Lennon might want to be a bit more careful with which moves they use, because they're definitely using a lot heavier moves, right? Because that's really the only moves that get punish countered. You're not really getting punish countered for, say, like your lights, for example. So you want to be careful at these closer distances from using your slower moves, the drive impact reaction, and another punish counter coming in, keeping it simple, keeping it clean. Yeah, straight to the point. Level 3, spending it immediately, drain that drive gauge. Now Duck Lennon is very limited here in the corner. Yeah, drive impact out, and with that one drive impact, they put themselves into burnout. It's not like they could have done much right there, but they made it out of the corner, and that's what matters at this point in time. The jump in will finish it off for Sonic, and I just wanna like appreciate how Duck Lennon is so aggressive while in burnout. I think that's understated, because a lot of time people will think that like, hey, I'm in a weird position where I can't use a lot of drive moves for like drive rush, for example, drive impact. But a lot of the problems from burnout comes from you turtling up and you trying to be too defensive, too passive. So pushing up that aggression is really important.
Exactly. Sometimes you gotta just despite the fear, go in. Do what your opponent isn't exactly going to expect.
These jump-ins, these neutral jumps, trying to bait out maybe like an anti-air, maybe like a run forward, and then just doing headbutt every single time they come back to the ground. It's simple, but it's working.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just like these grabs.
Exactly. Spending all the resources, misses the level 3 at the end. It looks like, it looks like they don't want to spend the level 3 at the end. You know, with that big life lead, there really is no need to spend it. And so that you can keep it for this next round. And, you know, if you get a good hit at the start, it's going to be really explosive, as we saw before with some of the other players, like Rebix. It's all about getting that one good hit, and Duck Lennon not letting him have it, constantly mashing out, constantly finding the opportunities to break out. You know, defense is not all about just blocking everything. Defense is also about knowing when to press your button and when to break out in specific gaps.
And here's a point where that 3 meters can come into handy. Getting a big chunk of damage here with the level 3.
Yeah, this should even up the life pool for both players. So now we are even up.
Yep, Duck Lennon doing a very good job at not letting it get to him, taking back the momentum.
Oh no, that was an unfortunate hit for Duck Lennon, as Sonic Kurosaki will be able to take it, spending all their resources, dumping it all, and going all in, putting all their chips in the table to make sure that one combo killed, and killed. It did. It might have just been overkill, in fact, but that overkill combo is going to secure Sonic Kurosaki a spot in losers quarters finals. And unfortunately, we're gonna say goodbye to Duck Lennon. Duck Lennon played a really strong Honda, and it was really fun to watch him whenever he got up on stream. But now Sonic moving on, going to face off against Dexal, and I'm excited to see that one. I'm excited to see a lot of matches, just as I'm excited to see Hiyori versus Rebix, which I think is coming up next. That will be winners finals.
Indeed, it will be. We'll be seeing who is going to guarantee their spot in Grands, and then whoever is going to have to claw their way back to the losers bracket all the way through to have a chance at stealing it back.
Yeah, Hiyori already ready. They don't need any more time to prepare. They got their drink of water already. They got their glass of OJ on the side, fully recharged. Maybe had like a short rest, maybe took a shower, and then just already ready to play winners finals and get this over with.
Exactly. don't want to lose the momentum that they have going so far.
And it kind of is surprising too. It's kind of weird because like you notice that Hiyori is a gold rank, but I don't think the ranks tell the whole story because Hiyori is like staying toe to toe with all these platinums here in this bracket, and the fact that they're gold 1 is maybe not the most accurate reading of their skill.
Yeah, ranks never always tell the full story. It really just exemplifies how much they've been given individual has been playing rather than their actual skill level.
For sure. But here we go. Here we are at it. Rebix versus Hiyori. I've been waiting for this. You've probably been waiting for this. Everyone else probably has been waiting for this. Zangief versus Luke. The two sides of the tier list. Different, opposite ends of the world right here.
Glass bouncing up and down.
I didn't even know that the glasses shook like that. That is one of my favorite features now. This is my favorite outfit now.
Jiggle physics always makes something better.
Dude, jiggle physics on the glasses.
Yeah.
Ain't no more.
It's starting very strong right now. You're going to be able to get the grab into the corner.
Yeah, speaking of grabs.
There's our first command grab of the set. Into the drive impact.
Straight
into the SPD.
No, not quite.
Barely not.
I think if the EX did, it could have, but I guess we would not know.
Does not kill, but any touch. Oh, as I was getting ready to say, any touch will kill, and there it was.
Oh wow, just going straight under the kick.
Straight into the perfect parry, into the regular grab.
What's that positional advantage? That's a bit more important in this type of situation. Rebix on top of these anti-airs though, and is low on drive gauge, but both players have level 3 on deck. Ground is lava.
Into the EX raw.
Lava.
Jumping over the drive rush. Into the EX again on their drive rush. Gonna be putting themselves in a burnout.
Crossing up, and that will give Hiyori the edge to take that game as we're even up here in rounds. The drive impact immediately
straight into level 3.
Level 3. That's half of your health gone in an instant.
40% gone in just one interaction.
To all my loyal fans, is this what you want?
Are you not
Yes,
entertained? Into another SPD.
Not EX that time though. However, that dry rush, crouching medium kick will be enough to secure Hiyori the very first game in Winners Finals. Do keep in mind though, these are finals matches, so this does mean that it will be a 1st to 3, not 1st to 2. So Hiyori's not quite on set point just yet.
Let's have a game to go each. We'll be getting the drive trade here. Do a good conversion, by looks of it. Taking a good chunk of health.
Perfect. Getting these perfect knuckles too. Rebix is really showing a much higher level of mastery with this character than one might expect.
I'm going to be grabbing that drive rush once more.
Lots of jump-ins from Hiyori, and Rebix is calling out a lot of these. You want to be a lot more careful with trying to jump in so often.
I'm starting to adapt to these grab attempts. Be able to take the throw, anti-airs. Into the drive impact, here comes the SPD. No, just regular grab.
Yeah, again, positional advantage is arguably more important, especially this early into the round. But unfortunately, putting Luke into the corner, putting Rebix into the corner did not put him down, did not count him out, as that combo is going to do a ton of damage.
Straight into the level 3!
This is your last ride.
Boom.
There goes 40% of your health immediately.
It's just like
oh, into the drive impact! Will not be able to get a full conversion off it into the grab. Guess for game. There we go.
Yeah, that's going to catch out the backdash. And Rebix also has a game on deck.
I believe it is now 2-1 in Rebix's favor, if I'm not wrong.
Is it not 1-1?
It might be 1-1. Don't quote me on it.
They are going by pretty fast, so I do not
Indeed.
blame you.
And going off the win streak, I believe it is 1-1.
Yes,
We'll get the grab.
Yeah, that's a free punish for Rebix.
Yep, into the corner. In the SBD.
The grappler high, the grappler flow of mind is being put into effect.
There we go. That will put them into burnout for both players as well. Gets
It just walks up overhead.
absolutely zero fear.
Can't have fear. You're fighting against a Luke.
Just a couple SBDs away from victory. Doesn't matter.
Exactly. Just needs three touch character, right? You just gotta get close to him.
In a way, yeah.
Just like Marissa, right? Just like Marissa.
It's
Same
straight into level 3. You respond to the drive impact.
The ground is lava.
Luke does have critical art now. Might come into play.
Not if
Barely
Rory
missing the
keep
kill.
This up. One more hit, a single throat chop away from victory.
That
Just gonna
will-
send level 3 right here.
Yep, this is critical art. This might kill.
Critical art. No, we are completely wrong.
Guess for game right now. Oh, will be bringing us into 1-1. Or final rounds, I should say. In the drive impact. Driving them into the corner.
Now Rebix is starting to represent a lot more throws, so that they're not scared of Hiyori and willing to come up close to them to squeeze out extra damage and squeeze out extra corner carry as well, like getting them into the spots they want. We're seeing a level 2 being used actually. Not really a super you see terribly often coming out from Rebix. Coming out from Zandy.
Yeah, we'll be putting them into the burnout though. It's quite major, given the quarter position. That might kill. No!
The perfect parry scaling. And you have so little life left as well that you probably are not in a good position to drive impact like you have been doing so often. Yeah, especially now more than ever.
No! That could have been fatal. Rebix is able to recover in time to get the punish necessary. Now actually bring us to 2-1.
Yeah, actually now 2-1. Rebix has the lead, and it will be on set point. One more game away to secure their spot to grand final, to secure their guaranteed second place.
Oh, straight into the drive impact. That would get a full conversion though. Oh, okay. Kicking the DP.
Ooh, looks like a failed anti. I think that's like a heavy knuckle that came out. So I think it might have just been like an accidental input from Rebix trying to do like crouching heavy punch.
Potentially. Whiffing that SBD and grab.
And notice that was a punish counter throw as well. Oh my gosh, that will be
no. It's gonna put him into burnout. Good chunk of damage going straight into level 1. for a good chunk of damage too, evening up the scales. Although this might just outright kill. Yeah.
No need to use any super meter. Holding on to that, we'll have level 3 on deck for the first combo of the game, and
there it is, right there.
Yep, there it is. You took the wrong guy to Memphis.
40% HP gone just like that.
And Hiyori also with no meter, half of their drive gauge remaining. Starting to stage some sort of comeback. And again, and like with a grappler character like Zangief, you really need those like really small opportunities to really get a strong lead going. But it's about finding those opportunities, and Hiyori finds one of them. Just needs one more.
Yep. Any touch should kill you, just like that. Round 3.
Jumping straight into Hiyori's arms, the loving embrace from the EX Air SPD that evened up. Rebix is definitely cracking a bit, I feel. You know, it is starting to get, the nerves are definitely starting to get to the players at this point in the game, especially winners finals, when you're this close to
level 3!
Level 3, it will be jumped. The first Rift level 3 of the entire tournament I think we've seen so far. So it's really nice to see that Rebix was on top of it, and because they jumped it, actually, they are able to survive, keep this going. But let's see if they can stage this comeback right here. And with Critical Art, they might just do it. I think this is enough. No, not
we're
quite.
not electing to go for the Critical Art here. We'll probably go for it here.
Yeah,
straight into level 1, that kills. Rebix gonna be moving on to Grands.
A bit fancier than I would have liked, right? There's definitely a lot more points in which that combo could have dropped instead of like going straight to level 3. But regardless, that that does not matter anymore, as Rebix has secured their spot in Grand Finals. And Hiyori has that safety net. You might see Hiyori yet again coming back up to Grands, but that is if they can beat whoever comes up from losers.
Exactly. Just because you got knocked out of winners doesn't mean it's completely over yet.
Right. So yeah, the players for losers quarterfinals, if you have forgotten or if you just are not seeing the bracket. So to keep you up to date, Armaku versus Black Yoshi, and Dexel versus Sonic Kurosaki. Both of the Ryus still in the game and on opposite sides of the bracket.
Exactly. You may very well be seeing a Ryu mirror here coming up, depending on how these next 2 matches go.
That would be cool to see, but don't count out Black Yoshi, don't count out Sonic just yet. They made it to top 8 for a reason.
Exactly. DJ versus Ryu.
Just playing a really patient opening neutral, opening gambit right now. But this really is eating at Armaku's drive gauge right now, and Armaku knows that. They know that they're going to have to push in at some point. DJ can kind of just pull back and throw out these fireballs, feint out fireballs, make you go for the parries a little more often. And not give Armaku a chance to go for like Dungeon Charge, for example. So Armaku now is starting to rush in, but these anti-airs are really, I guess, off-putting Armaku, making it so they don't want to approach as often.
Yeah,
might be time for a bit more of a grounded approach. Black Yoshi's like, I can just play this game all day long.
Exactly. In terms of the zoning wars, DJ definitely has an advantage in this matchup. So how potent these projectiles are. Ooh, going into burnout though. With DP could spell the end. No, not gonna be able to get a full conversion. Oh!
was almost a punish to air to air and air to air yet again.
EX Fireball will be able to beat it out there.
I like that round start EX Fireball too, because it just instantly gives Armaku an advantage in the game, but Armaku always just backing up against Black Yoshi. It seems like a bad habit from Armaku, the fact that they like to back up so often, put themselves into the corner. And corner is such a scary position to be in for Street Fighter 6. Look, all these anti-air to airs, all these anti-airs, and Black Yoshi's really on top of these, by the way. So they're really able to get more opportunities to do more damage than normal. Still though, that level 3 is going to bring down the life really low for Black Yoshi. But Black Yoshi's defense is, I would say, really strong at this moment. That air to air though, not looking very strong. And,
Alright.
Even up in game 1.
We're getting the anti-air DP there.
Black Yoshi just waiting to bait out some response from Armaku, and Armaku just really content with holding back and letting Black Yoshi come to him.
Yeah, both players playing it very patiently, although Armaku should potentially be getting a little bit more aggressive given the life lead that Black Yoshi is building up.
And here we go. See all those air to airs as well. Black Yoshi knows knows how Armaku plays now. They love to neutral jump in the corner like this, and consistently Black Yoshi just keeps anti-airing them, air to airing them, and racking that damage on for free. Armaku really needs to be careful about backing up themselves up into the corner, limiting their options, and giving Black Yoshi these opportunities to take the game.
Exactly.
Playing so passive.
Both players don't really want to give any openings potentially for the other.
They're just content with throwing fireballs out, throwing projectiles out, baiting out parries. But Black Yoshi is definitely the more aggressive one. Black Yoshi at certain points is like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm coming in to kill you myself. Yeah, and also being really careful about using the drive rush too, because he's kind of afraid of getting stuffed out by like a fireball, but a random Hadoken interrupting his little dash forward.
Exactly. These anti-airs have been very solid so far, though.
In a sense like that as well, it kind of feels like Black Yoshi's like his legs got chopped off, it feels, compared to all the other sets we watch him play.
Oh, gonna be taking it around there. We were 18 seconds away from a timeout that time. Now we are back to playing a very cautious neutral.
Anti-air. Kick. Stick that leg up. I don't even know how DJ does it. Very flexible guy.
Indeed he is.
I can't do that. I know that for sure.
Tri-Brush trying to catch out a straight hit. Will not be getting anything though.
There it is, the jump.
Straight into level 3.
Hey, that's fine.
No, definitely not. Taking full advantage of this opening though.
And you know, that's also really, that's like one of the drawbacks from Black Yoshi's projectiles as well as DJ. Because, you know, DJ may have like a bit of a stronger zoning game because of the double fireballs, because of the feints, but committing to those double fireballs makes it incredibly easy to punish if your opponent somehow manages to jump over.
Exactly. You need to mix it up between the 3 variants, otherwise you're just going to get countered. Just like that.
There's not really much. There's not really much he could have done in a situation like that. Kind of like a checkmate situation, I feel, because any hit would have just chipped him out. And yeah, that was a chip to take that game. 1-1 between Armacoot and Black Yoshi.
I believe this will be first to 2 because this is semis. It might not be. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this could very well be match point.
Air to air. Oh, the throw tech. And a great usage of that EX Fireball too. What a fantastic time to actually beat out the Denji Charge Fireball from Armacoot right there. Now Armacoot backed in the corner yet again and just choosing to react to these fireballs. Which is a bit gutsy too, because you know if Black Yoshi gets a good anti-air, you're going to be taking so much damage. DJ does so much damage.
Stuffing his Drive Rush with that EX Fireball.
Counter hit, Drive Rush in, and the throw. All right, Black Yoshi.
Round 1.
Set point. Gotta feel that groove. Let's groove. Very fitting for how Black Yoshi's playing right now. You play my game.
Playing the pace of the match currently. Black Yoshi trying to use their drive meter here to get in, and
they're leaving. They're leaving enough space for God in between.
Plenty. Gotta make sure that there's enough room for Cessna to land there, just in case. You never know.
Never know. Oh, whoa! Oh, almost got a
There's the grab, taking it. That will be the set. Black Yoshi gonna be taking us into loser semis.
So yeah, first player secured for loser semis. That Ryu mirror, bit of a fever dream we had right there. Bit of a wishful thinking.
American dream.
But it doesn't matter. You know, Black Yoshi. Really playing a groovy DJ right there. DJ is a fun character to watch, and with how strong these players are playing, I'm happy with whatever turnout we do end up getting.
Moving on, though, we will be having our Cammy versus Ryu here. Exo off to a strong start.
Fakes out the EXTP, putting themselves into burnout, but just to squeeze out some extra damage. And another block DP. Are we going to see another one? No, not quite, as Dexel's going to get a pretty solid combo right there, keeping that aggression up. A throw coming in, the overhead going to be blocked, and the counter hit coming out from Sonic to punish Denzel for getting a bit too greedy.
Got a very brave playstyle going, even through the burnout.
Sure.
Yep, there's our grab. Making full use of the drive meter.
Driver should get those plus frames. And when you're scared of those plus frames, when you're scared of a counter hit, that's your time to go for a throw, and it just keeps on working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and just like that. If the throws ain't broke, don't fix the throws. Don't change what you're doing to get that success, get those wins.
Exactly. If they keep falling for it, you gotta take advantage of it. Straight into level 3 here.
Knocking the air out of Sonic, hoping to even up the games.
We are currently 1-1 right now. In terms of the rounds, at least. We'll be baiting the DP and getting a full punish. No, not going to be able to kill off it, though. Ro will take it, just like that.
Ryu wins indeed, and now we are getting right into the next game. There's the spin knuckle right through the projectile. Unfortunately, missed the conversion at the very end, but still, the fact that now Sonic is representing that option means that Denzel has to play really careful when using those fireballs. You can't just throw them out willy-nilly, or you're going to get punished and going to take a lot of damage for it.
Dexel putting themselves into burnout here to get a good conversion. Could prove fatal though. Oh, the wake up super does catch.
And
Any
really just a
will
single
kill.
spin knuckle will do it. But no, opting for the throw instead, going a bit for more of a risky option. But it will work out in the end for Sonic, as Sonic takes that round.
Indeed.
Oh no! Misses the conversion. Misses like the conversion in the combo yet again. A lot of drops from Sonic.
There's the old reliable grab.
It is loser's quarters.
And there's our even rounds, taking us into a potential match point here. Straight into the grab. Right into that level 3, good chunk of damage.
And also give Denzel enough time to like start recharging the drive gauge for free as well. So now it's not as scary as it was before.
Straight into the Caracal Art!
I think that's the first time that Sonic has actually used that move, the command grab.
Indeed, proving very effective at catching out
Out. Oh, the overhead! The conversion DP! Drops the combo.
Dexter will be moving on to loser semis.
Man.
Damn.
All right. Well, Black Yoshi really getting put into the Ryu gauntlet right now. Just when they face off against one Ryu before they're facing off against another Ryu yet again.
And I believe they also fought a Ryu in bracket. Hold on.
Yeah, they fought. Actually, Black Yoshi fought against Denzel before.
Yeah,
Dexel. So this is kind of like that run back.
Yeah, Dexel is the person that knocked them into losers, so it's going to be interesting to see if they have been able to adapt since that first encounter.
Yeah, for sure. And it was a last round situation, if I believe so.
It was.
Actually, no. Yeah, it was. So, it's probably going to come down really close too. It's not a losers finals match though, so we're still staying on that first of 2 format. So hopefully they have their adaptations down. Hopefully they have their notepad out and knows exactly how to counter the other player. But we'll see. We'll see how that comes into play, how that previous experience comes into play, because now that they've played each other already, it's not just the layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Now we might be seeing like layer 4, layer 5, layer 6, where they're starting to play more complex mind games with each other.
Exactly. You got to mix it up if you want to be able to catch your opponent off guard. There's the first grab.
Dexel just playing it patient, still in the lead, and just content with just
Back and
content with
grab.
playing passive, waiting for the opportunities. And because Black Yoshi is playing a lot more aggressive against Dexel, because they know that Dexel likes to push the aggression a lot more, so they want to be a lot more aggressive to cut him down.
Indeed. Very much favoring the drive rush into grab. It hasn't really been shown to be something that Black Yoshi is capable of defending against, so why not keep using it? There's our 6th grab. 7th.
We're just going to count them at this point.
Might as well.
Might as well. Oh, tries to go for an 8. Tries to go for a 9. Nope.
I'm keeping count of the hit ones, because if I kept count of the whiff ones as well, it would be a larger amount that I have not compensated for.
That was a throw. Black Yoshi coming out, but it was technically like a whiff one, so.
Yeah, attempting to predict the wake up throw, instead getting wake up supered. We'll be taking the round with that. And we are now in match point for Dexel.
Yeah, it looks like it's playing out pretty similarly to how it played out before in the pools match. So Black Yoshi is really going to have to like step up their game and really figure out what makes Dexel tick in order to take 2 games in a row if they want to keep this tournament run going.
Exactly.
And you know what? If you go out losing, you might as well look fresh while doing it. DJ with that outfit 3, still rocking it, still looking as groovy as ever.
Indeed. It's starting to adapt to the drive rush grabs, but not able to find any punishes for it.
You can tell that Dexel loves two crouching light punch and standing light punch.
Yeah, old reliable jabs.
Yeah, forget standing heavy punch. We're light punch city here.
This post was made by the Light Punch gang.
Okay, going to jump that. Going to get a good punish off of it as well. The tech.
Perfect parry into grab number 9.
Puts themselves into burnout. Didn't quite get enough meter to get level 3 though. It seems like Dexel was banking on that.
There's the hit here. Straight into the level 3. That will outright take it. Dexel will be moving on into losers finals.
No fear. Dexel just knew how Black Yoshi structured their pressure so that they just kept on pressing light punch. They knew it would work. You know, it's called that right there is prime abare. It's called abare when it works. It's called mashing when it doesn't. And that right there, that was abare. So yeah, unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Black Yoshi. A fantastic run though. I know both of us really enjoyed watching you play on stream, and I hope everyone at home watching the stream also enjoyed it as well. But it looks like we're going to go straight into grand finals. Unfortunately, Hiyori had to be DQ'd from the bracket. Looks like they cannot continue anymore, so we'll end up skipping losers finals and getting straight to the point.
Yep, we're going straight into grand finals with will be Rebix versus Dexel, Luke versus Ryu.
Yeah, this will be a good one. This will be a good one. I know that for sure. Both these players know how their characters work because we're seeing like really big damage combos from Dexel. So they know how Ryu works. They know how to play as neutral. We're seeing so many of these crouching medium kicks that are pulling so much weight. Light punches, knowing when to mash, knowing how to get out of pressure, and knowing how to capitalize when they get out of pressure. Capitalizing off those light punches, going straight into like a light DP, for example, to get some extra damage on top of it, get that positional advantage, or maybe go for like a drive rush into a throw. And Rebix is kind of the same way too, right? They know how their combos work. We're seeing Perfect Knuckles come out to squeeze out as much damage as possible, and they know when to go for the level 3 super combos. They know when to go for the level 1 super combos, and they know when to mash out of their pressure and use the fireballs and use the DPs to their fullest potential.
Exactly.
It looks like we got a bit of misinformation from the players running around. It seems like Rebix was not quite sure, or I don't think either Rebix or Dexel were too sure, or were not made aware that Hiyori was going to be DQing from bracket. So it looks like we're gonna have to wait for the players. It looks like they were under the impression that they had to wait for Hiyori as a match to finish. So waiting on Rebix at this point in time. But how are we feeling about how this bracket has played out so far? What are you looking forward to? I already said my thoughts about these two players moving forward. What do you think?
It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with the fireball war, especially. We've seen how Luke can really dominate under the right circumstances, but Dexel has been showing that they are very capable of dealing with it, even with the inherent disadvantages that they have in this matchup. It's going to be interesting to see how they approach that alongside neutral with those projectiles in mind. But as we wait for Rebix to come into the tournament, onto the cabinet, we will be having a few brackets coming up, with the chief among them being our top 8 for our League About Nothing for Guilty Gear Strive on the 10th. We've been doing a arrangement with different people doing first to fives every week or so, cycling between players until the end of the period, and that period has now ended. So our top 8 has been finalized, and now all that is left is for the players to compete on the 10th. After that will be our student mentor bracket on the 12th for Guilty Gear Strive again. And then following that will be our Grand Blue launch tournament on the 16th to commemorate the launch of Grand Blue Final Fantasy. Grand Blue, yeah.
It's a bit of a mouthful, right?
I almost called it Grand Blue Final Fantasy. Like,
I don't blame you. There's so many words in there. I'm like, I remember like reading it. I was like, oh, that's not that bad. Then I started talking about it. I was like, wait a minute, how many words are actually in here? Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. That's a mouthful.
It's certainly easier to just say the abbreviation, probably being GBVR. God, even that's weird.
That is also very weird. That's like 5 letters, right?
No, it's GFVR. GFVR. You could do, or GBFVR.
GBFVR.
Either way.
Yeah, it's still annoying. Still weird.
Yes.
But anyways, we're getting straight into grand finals. Rebix versus Dexel. Rebix on winner side, Dexel on loser side. So Dexel will need to win 2 sets in a row if they want to win this bracket. While Rebix has the easier way out, just needs to win 1 first 3, but still Dexel is going to give him a run for money. That I know for sure.
Indeed, already. Dexel with a very plentiful light lead going, although that is quickly disappearing. Oh, the DP! Gonna be sent into burnout, getting stunned for full conversion into a kill.
Wow, I did not expect that drive in back to launch so far right there. Sometimes the DIs are deceptive, they can reach deceptively far. This is the perfect knuckle right there, but still they win for it and almost got it.
Yep, both are putting themselves into burnout though. NT is still on deck. Right into level 3. Will not kill, but will certainly chunk.
And they will have drive gauge after this as well, that they can use freely and not have to worry.
Oh, the DP whip! Taking round 1. remember, now that we are in grand finals, this will be a 1-to-3 set.
If you're Rebix right now, you gotta be feeling really good right now. You,
Yeah,
like you
Rebix
got
is
the
in a-
first game up and so convincingly as well. Yeah, you got to be really feeling really good about how you're going to perform in Grands right now. And Dexel, a bit on the back foot, but still have the potential to beat Rebix. I don't think they've played in the bracket yet so far. So both these players a bit unknown to each other.
Yeah, Rebix is sitting very comfortably, given the circumstances, with him being on the winner side. Even if he does manage to lose these next 3 or so rounds, he will have another shot at taking it all. There's no reason to not go for some more risky stuff that has higher reward, although less chance of working.
But
Straight into the drive impact. No, we'll be dropping it into the super. That kills.
Dexel's like, I know, you know. I know, you know, I know that I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to go purposely get hit, go into a level 1, win. You know, even if that's not the intended plan, I'm going to make it the intended plan. Like playing 3D chess right now.
Exactly. Oh, TP will be successful. Gonna be getting a good counter here. Into the level 3. Once again, doing a good chunk.
Yeah, plus frames. Oh, you gotta be careful.
There's that drive impact.
Yeah, if you see Luke charge up that heavy knuckle all the way, they're actually plus, so you cannot press on there. It is susceptible to drive impact though, but Dexel was very low on life and also very low on drive gauge too, so they probably weren't ready to actually use it at that point in time.
Into the grab.
Level 3, yes.
There's our level 3. Gonna be doing a good chunk.
Knocking the win right out of him.
Is going to be.
Ooh, the air to air. Okay.
Plenty of pocket sand flying about. There's that drive.
Okay. Yeah.
Into the grab. There's that drive gauge back for Dexel. Doesn't even need it though. We'll be killing. Bringing us to 1-1.
Yeah, here we go. Here we have a grand finals. Now we're finally starting to get some back and forth going, and that is what I want to see. Two players of equal skill level facing up against each other.
Exactly. Into a grab. There's another grab. I should have been counting from the start. Damn.
How many do we have?
we're gonna start counting from here. So we got 2.
2. All right.
If anybody in the audience wants to supplement the previous grabs, feel free to do so.
Charge. Oh, not respecting it.
There's the 3rd. Taking the round. Straight is level 1. There's our 4th.
Still playing a lot more solid right now, not really cracking and really mashing at the best opportunities to take full advantage of Rebix's overextensions.
Indeed. Into the critical art.
Dexel was so ready for that. He knew the drive impact was going to come at some point. And he had that level 3 churning that entire time. I bet.
Indeed. It's a great way to keep him out of it, though.
And with that, Dexel has 2 games down. Just needs to win 1 more, and they got the reset. And this is a fantastic start to get that very reset we are talking about. After your health gone, another throw. Get throw looped.
Yep. Oh, there's 6, I believe. Oh, great! I've lost count already.
Dude, I'm not counting. It's so common that you like miss it.
Yeah, especially with these players right now, they are very favorable towards grab. They're counting both their grabs, and I would certainly be on the 10s by now. Oh, taking it with the anti-air. Ooh, checking the drive rush. Does get DP'd. Okay, there's 6.
Opening indeed. Very well said. Dude.
Jumping over the 7 after jumping over the drive impact.
Throw? No? Okay. Drive impact. And Dexel is looking really solid, like a brick wall right now. Not cracking under pressure, but the drop. Just as I said, that Dexel was keeping their composure. They dropped that combo that kind of like gave me a bit of a scare.
Yeah, I do want to draw attention to the perfect parry that Dexel did on that Sandblast there. Not something that you see very often, but they have been very efficient in getting those perfect parries. That is their 8th grab as well. 9th.
Revik, I know Revik is very scared of these.
Oh, the DP!
And Dexel knows that Revix is scared of these counter hits. But with so many throws being thrown out, you really gotta start teching them. You really have to start jumping and being more proactive about getting out of these throw loop situations because you're packing on so much damage.
Oh, and that's the grab. That is a bracket reset.
Yeah, Dexel knows Revix's weakness, and the Revix's weakness right now are throws, and Dexel is just abusing that. That is what I like to see, like recognizing the opponent's weakness, adapting to the opponent's weakness, and not changing your tactic, not changing how you play until they prove that they can start dealing with it.
Exactly, like we've said time and time again, if it ain't broke,
don't fix it. Well said. Looks like Rebex is going back, maybe taking a bit of a breather. I thought for a second that Rebex was going to go for a character switch, but no. Looks like they're just taking a break for a second. Dexel actually got that reset. It was going by so fast that I didn't even notice the reset until like right now. But yeah, Dexel got the reset. We're back to 0-0, 0-0. The scores are even. We're starting back from a blank slate, and now Dexel has much more of a chance to actually take this entire bracket. And Rebix now more on the defense, and maybe not defense, more on the aggression too. Now they can't be comfortable with having that safety net.
Yeah, without that safety net, you gotta play it a bit more safe and more consistent. Gotta stick to the strong fundamentals. Like that DP.
Strong fundamentals indeed.
Great DP from Dexel there. Oh, the raw level 1 will catch him.
I got one more trick up my sleeve and you're not gonna like it.
Good look conversion there. Get the grab. Into the wall splat.
Anti-air, keep him locked in the corner. Another drive.
Oh, the
impact.
stun!
To go for a stun. Is that enough to kill? No,
No,
go for a
goes in the
reset.
grab instead. Baiting the wake up super gets the kill.
Yeah, Rebix wasn't quite confident enough that that combo was going to be enough to kill, so they just went for the cheeky reset, get that extra damage on top. And man, now Rebix is showing like, hey, you cannot stay asleep on the wheel when I'm comboing you. You gotta recognize that I'm starting to like I'm dropping my combo and going to go for something cheeky.
Exactly.
You know, why is it called Sand Blast? Like, is he's not shooting sand.
He is.
Is he shooting sand?
He's shooting sand.
It just looks like an energy beam.
It's just because it's glowing.
Glowing sand? How do you get glowing sand? I need to know. Like,
I don't know, because he's throwing it.
Sand?
I think he's throwing it so fast that it's like setting a plan. That's his 4th perfect parry this tournament run, by the way, for Dexel. 3 of them being on regular normals and 1 of them being on a projectile.
Round 2. Fight.
Into the grab.
Okay, that was a really weird side swap. I don't think Rebix was quite ready for that. I don't think Dexel was either.
And a level 3. Gonna be evening up the health.
And very low drive gauge. Dexel, sorry, not Dexel. Rebix not going for a meteorite there. But Dexel's just going to put themselves into burnout anyways with that drive rush, throw the classic.
There's the air into the drive impact.
Not going to be quite
This
enough. In the
is
corner
not able
though,
to kill.
yeah.
Oh, there's the raw level 3.
Rebix
Will be getting the
knew
kill.
at that point in time.
1-1. Good.
An opening indeed. An opening indeed, Ryu.
Yep, putting themselves into burnout once more. There's our grab.
And now you, oh man, Dexel's gonna maybe be a little more conservative of how they use their drive gauge because man, all these stuns, all these limiting of their options because they keep going to burnout. They can't just OD. They can't just OD uppercut anymore. And really just have to rely on their super or just holding the block strength, which can be really scary when Rebix gets increased frame advantage on their moves when blocked. But yeah, Rebix on set point is not happy about that reset. That I know for sure. And again, Dexel, very low drive gauge yet again.
And it's been a bit of a fatal habit for them in this set. As they continue using their drive gauge, they're limiting their ability to defend, especially in the corner, where they keep finding themselves.
Oh, that was a bit of an interesting punish right there. I don't think Rebix was quite ready for what exactly they wanted to do at that point in time. They have level 1, but not going to use it. Just going to hold on and maybe hope for like a mash, maybe like a 2 crouching light punch or standing light punch to get out of there. Either way, though,
Drops the
either way,
conversion.
though, still looking good for both of these players.
Indeed.
No one player is exactly in the lead here in this round.
There's our grab into the corner.
Here it is again. Go for another one? No, not quite. Okay, yeah, nice. Good usage of the OD Sandblast and going to use it yet again, hoping to chip out Dexel right here and calling out with the anti-air. That will be enough to put Rebix onto set point. This could be 3 games in a row.
If after, oh, there's a perfect parry. Just gonna go into grab though, not gonna get a conversion.
Ooh, you can tell Rebix really wants to close this out badly, wants to close it out fast as possible, using a lot of drive gauge, and that's proving to be fatal to Rebix.
Getting a good chunk of damage here. There's that grab. Oh, won't be able to get the hit.
Rocks
This
it.
might be fatal.
This could be enough. No, goes for the wrong combo. No, okay, no.
That gets critical art. Does this kill?
Enough.
Yes, it does!
And just with that, finishing it off with style, with a critical art finish, Rebix is your banned Street Fighter 6 beginner bracket number 11 champion here tonight. Oh, sorry, number 12 here tonight. Congratulations to all the players for showing up, playing, and thank you for all the TOs for running this fun tournament. Even if it was a short one, even if it was a small one, I think we could all find something to enjoy right here. And hopefully all these players continue to come back and play in these tournaments. But yeah,
it's always interesting to see if these players that are able to graduate stick around in the scene afterward. And for that, we will just have to see. But we will be having an interview with Rebix following their win. So as soon as they join any voice channel and get moved over, we will see what they have to say.
Oh man, I'm bad at interviews. You do the interview.
I got you. I will try. So as soon as Rebix joins any voice channel of their choice, we will get the word straight from the horse's mouth.
And this was a fun night. I'm thank you for commentating with me, Cinda.
Indeed, it was a pleasure.
Thank you for the band team for having us on.
Okay, and it appears that we will have Rebix in here any second now, just like that. Hello.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So, how you feeling?
You know, feeling pretty good. Definitely wanted to win a bracket for a long time, and finally feels good to win one.
Great to
Yeah,
hear.
that's what it's all about. All about that improvement, baby. That's what fighting games are all about.
Exactly, that's the express purpose of this beginner bracket. In terms of your run, was there anything that was of particular concern to you?
Definitely playing Kiori, because the few times I've played him, we've had very close matches. And I don't know, I really struggle against grapplers in this game, but he always plays me like very well, so I think beating him was pretty good.
It's great to hear. Do you intend on entering more brackets after this, or?
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. I really enjoy Street Fighter 6 as a game, so I'm definitely gonna play in as many brackets as I can and just do my best to improve.
Great to hear. Are there any that we can expect to see you in going forward?
Not sure. I'm just gonna just enjoy the game, just try to play more sets with people on the server, and just have fun with it, really.
Fair enough.
That's what it's all about. That's good to hear.
Anything you'd like to say or shout anybody out before you go?
Well, I want to actually shout out, obviously, the band server and you guys for putting on these brackets. You know, it's always been fun playing in these, just interacting with the community, and yeah, everyone here is pretty nice.
Hell yeah.
I like to shout out Humble Dragoon, one of my close friends, always supports me, and yeah, just want to thank you all. It's been fun.
All right, sounds good. Well, there you have it, folks. Beginner bracket number 12 for Street Fighter 6 is now concluded with Rebix as our champion. If you want to see more, we will be having our LAN Top 8 on the 10th, our mentor student bracket for the 12th, and of course our Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising launch day tournament on the 16th. I gotta double check.
16th. Yeah.
Yeah, 16th. Okay, was right. But yeah, mentor bracket and our top 8 will be for Guilty Gear Strive. If you are interested, we will be having, of course, more Street Fighter 6 beginner brackets and Strive beginner brackets throughout the month, as well as in the coming months. If you are interested, feel free to join the Discord. And yeah, don't forget to buy merch if you want some. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
I think that's all we have for tonight. Well, I'm Salte Boy, joined here by Cinda. If you want to find me, you can find me on any social media, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, all under the same name. Cinda, if you have anything, anywhere people can find you.
Yep, you should be able to occasionally find me on Blue Sky and Twitter, and potentially maybe Twitch in the future. We'll see.
We'll see. Get that streaming grind up. Rebix, where can we find you? Oh, looks like Rebix is went AFK. But yeah, no, I think that's it. Everyone have a good night and thanks for watching.
Take care.